Hello there. This is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Today I'm reviewing the book Pimp God by Warren B. And the subtitle for that book is What Your Mama Should Have Told You. Now, I first came across this brother. You know how you like watching one person's YouTube video and then you got the suggestions, and you know what? I can't remember what the title was to a video that he did. And but I checked it out. I was like, "Oh shit, this brother dropping some knowledge. I mean, this some real game right here. This some real pimping right here." And so I started checking out some other videos. Actually, subbed the brother, and his link to his channel is in the description box. Y'all check out that brother. I mean, he is dropping some knowledge. So I had to get his book, Pimp God. Now, I know some people might have an issue with, the word pimp or the concept of pimps, but one of the things this brother talk about in the book is that all of us are being pimped. If you working for somebody, you being pimped. In fact, he touched on a couple times the elite pimps. The ones y'all call, he didn't use the term, but the ones y'all might call Illuminati or, the 1%, the people at the top. So they some straight up some pimps. And see, understand one thing about this book. It tells you about the game. It tells you about the game. But at the same time, what I really respect about this brother is he looks at it from an even bigger picture. Yeah, he's telling you some stuff. He's telling you some stuff. I've been around enough true to the game pimps to know he's giving you the real deal. But he's also relating it just to life in general. In fact, don't let the title mislead you. Don't let the title mislead you. This is a book about life. Like a dude, like he said in the book, and what I know anyway, pimps are pretty much born, they're not made. That life isn't for everybody. But once you read his book, you'll understand what the pimp knows. And you can still apply many principles to what you want to do in life. And it also gives you a perspective on things. Now, like one of my mentors said something very interesting, but he didn't use pimps. He used the example of lawyers and prostitutes. And what he said was, if you want to know what's really going on in society, in the culture, talk to either a prostitute or a lawyer. And I have to agree with him, because I've in addition to knowing some pimps, I actually, believe it or not, I actually learned more from some sex workers. That's all I call them. I learned more game talking with some sex workers. Some who just took me up and said, "Hold up, Ron, Mom, I don't want to see that little skank play. So hold up, this is what she doing." Because as the brother pointed out in the book, women, shoot, they got the game. See, what the pimp does is just turn it against the woman. And like I said earlier, I know some people, they'll have a problem with the whole pimp thing, but you gotta think about it. A lot of people pimping you. Like I said, you got those elite pimps, you got your employers. It was funny one time, right? I was talking with this ex-pimp, and this ex-pimp, in fact, this ex-pimp, if I called his name, y'all would know it. Or some people would know it, depending on what radio shows they listen to and whatnot. But I remember I said to this dude, we were talking about ministers and how ministers pimp their congregations. And I said, ministers are pimps in the pulpit. My man got real serious, looked at me, and said, "Don't ever insult pimps like that again." So, I mean, but I want y'all to check out this book. You see, one thing though, it was when I got the book, it was a very quick read. And one thing, just as a writer myself, he was very quick to the point. It was very direct. It was no filler, nothing that was ambiguous, nothing like you had to really think about. It was a scalpel. It was that scalpel just going right for the vein. It wasn't all over the place. Quick to the point. Tells you what you need to know, what you need to think about. Gives you the pimp game probably more concisely than most of these other books out here. But as I said, it's bigger. It's bigger than the pimp game. It's about life, and this is something any man, especially a black man, needs to read about. Because truth be told, the pimp played a big part in just black history. But I'll let y'all read the books to find out. But I'll just say this, and this is coming from someone who is like the grandson of and well, great grandson and great grandson of a numbers running family, right? So that hustle, I was learning that hustle like when I was little. A lot of times when black men in history got into those things, especially in the late 18th century, early 19th century, that's because they were blocked out of mainstream society by whites and racism, and they did what they had to do. And in many cases, they supported legitimate businesses. A lot of people heard about Bumpy Johnson, that famous gangster, but that dude he actually said, I'm a black nationalist. And he supported a lot of stuff. They kept a lot of stuff afloat. So it's a deeper history there, which he goes into. And I'm saying one thing, I don't want to give y'all the book. So y'all check it out. Find out the history, because I heard that history from some pimps, but I actually heard a deeper part from somebody else, but that's something I have to discuss in private with some folks. But there's a history there, and is a significant history. So I want y'all to go and check the book out. Go show the brother some love. Sub his channel. Because even beyond the book, he is dropping some serious knowledge on his videos. Like, no joke. It was like I sub a lot of people, and I'll check it. I'll see something, I'll just go through it. I'll stop and listen to his. And just to be clear, because I know some people will say, well, Rom, why are you promoting this brother? Aren't you giving some game too? Well, I'll say it like this. He's coming from it from a certain angle. I'm coming from it from another angle. I have never told anybody I was a pimp. I've been around some. I know some aspects of that game that is really, if you really look at it, it's just some universal stuff. I just applied. But I've never been a pimp, so I can't tell you about that. And this is the type of book I would let my sons read, even though they got their own game too. They picking up on some stuff anyway. I guess it's just in the genes or something, but it's very important to have different perspectives on stuff. And it's not a thing of competition. Because sometimes I'm gonna say something from a certain angle, but it might not resonate with someone, but that brother basically say the same thing, but he'll say it in a different way, and then somebody will pick up on it. Because my ultimate thing is not just helping myself to eat, but to help my brothers to eat. And this is my brother right here. I'm gonna help him eat. Other YouTubers who supported me, like Obsidian, O'Shea Duke Jackson, BGS Ibmore. These brothers have supported me. Solo TV. So I'm just passing this on because and this is getting a little off subject. I'm just gonna say this real quick because I don't want to take any shine away from Warren B. But, all of us can eat in all of this. All of us. We don't have to be fighting each other over anything. There's enough of the pie. Everybody can gorge themselves off of it. So, so check my brother out. Buy his book, support his book. And we can all rise and transform together. So anyway, that's it for today. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.